Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to League of Legends. I am Lanolin, and I'm going to be shoutcasting this match. Same team as usual. They'll be blue team will be running Fiora, Shyvana, Master Yi, Israel, and Orianna. Purple team will be running Alistar, Tryndamere, Ryze, Darius, and Fiora. Shyvana will be jungling for the blue team, while purple team will again have no jungler. So, hopefully this will be a good match. The last match went pretty rough, but I think they're raring to go. Alright, so let's jump right into this. Beginning of the game, usually pretty dull, but can make really big, really big difference on the team as can make a big difference on the game as a whole. So Fiora going top. We got Darius going bot. Ryze, of course, going middle. Of course, we have Shyvana jungling for blue team. We have blue team bot, of course, Yi and Ezreal. Again, Fiora for blue team going bot. So we're gonna have Fiora and Tryndamere bot versus a solo Fiora. Orianna is most likely going mid, and we have Yi and Israel leashing for Shyvana. And of course, guarding in case of invade.
30 seconds until
Ryze requesting that blue buff because Ryze and his mana, super duper important. A lot of Ryze's damage comes from that increase in mana pool. Granted, blue buff does not increase your mana pool, but it will allow him to stay in lane a little bit longer against Orianna, who is dancing. We're just standing there. I don't know. I've never played Orianna, so I don't know what her dance is. Darius sitting bot with his epic skin.
Minions have spawned.
Just waiting. Top lane, just waiting. Me too. Just waiting. Waiting for actions. Here comes the minion spawn.
What do you get when a dragon sneezes?
What do you?
Out of the way.
That's a pretty good joke. What do you get when a dragon sneezes? Out of the way. There we go. First poke coming from Fiora onto Fiora. Fiora thinking that it's mid. Tryndamere coming in. We might see first blood here. Flashing away with the ignite on Fiora. Is it going to be enough? No, it is not going to be enough. The ignite on Tryndamere also not enough. Really surprised Fiora did not go down there, especially with the amount of damage that she sustained and the ignite. But a cleverly popped potion prevented her from being killed. We have a little bit of poke coming from bot lane from the blue team onto Alistar from Israel. Shyvana doing her thing, farming up. Shyvana is incredibly fast jungler, as she's known to be. She's very strong. Her ganks aren't necessarily the best because it is kind of difficult for her to get into position for those good ganks, but she does clear jungle very fast, which allows her to gank more often and move to different lanes faster. More poke coming in onto Israel and Yi. Not so much on Israel as Yi from Darius and Alistar. Ryze being forced back to his tower as Orianna makes an early push onto that tower, knowing that the purple team does not have a jungle, allows her to push that tower, push up to that tower without worry too much about too much opposition, especially since she has sight of everyone but Tryndamere. Darius taking a ton of damage from Israel as he's forced to run out with Alistar. Another back and forth between Fiora and Fiora. A lot of damage going through. Here we go. This might be first blood. Here we go. Can she pull it off? Of course, Fiora runs off and the opposing Fiora runs off because Tryndamere shows up. I think if... I don't know how that would have gone down. Darius grabbing Yi and hopes to get a kill. There's first blood from Yi, getting the kill, and there's a double kill from Yi, taking out Alistar, who for some reason stayed in range of that Yi. Ryze left alone mid while Orianna picks up the... What? Why did... Be quiet, kitty cat. I never see the point in Shyvana's taking blue buffs early, though it does increase her regen. She doesn't have anything to regen. Plus, I don't know. I don't believe I jungle Shyvana sometimes. I don't believe her rage or whatever it's called actually regens without her attacking things. It might. I don't remember. Still, I do not see the point in Shyvana taking blue buff so early, unless that was indeed a mistake and she accidentally took it while she was trying to leash for. Here comes Shyvana for the gank. Is she? Well, now of course, purple team does have this bush warded, so they do have eyes on Shyvana, who does not know that this bush is warded. So of course, is going to stand there. Fiora also does not know that that bush is warded. There's Tryndamere coming in, trying to get the kill on Shyvana. Shyvana popping her W to try to get away. But she's, of course, being ignited. Tryndamere trying to stick with the kill. Her ignites are down for both teams. There's a kill from Tryndamere. Fiora coming down to try and assist Shyvana, but has to back out because Shyvana does fall and Tryndamere does have quite a bit of health. Ryze putting a ton of poke on Orianna, forcing Orianna to run. Orianna flashes in to grab Israel. Or not Israel. Ryze takes the death, and Orianna secures her kill. Another kill from Yi onto Darius. Alistar is forced to run as Israel moves up the lane and attempt to take him down as well. Blue team very dominant in all three lanes so far, even in this 2v1. Fiora is a very, very strong jungler and solo top. Most often you'll see her solo top, but if someone who's really good at Fiora decides to jungle, she can wreak absolute havoc on the opposing team if played correctly. A lot due in part to that ultimate that she has, which basically, it works very similar to Yi's ult in that it makes her invulnerable while she dashes around and damages nearby champions. Fiora trying to bait the opposing blue team Fiora with a B, but it does not quite work. There was a moment there when Fiora thought about moving in and attacking, but alas did not go in due to the fact that the purple team Fiora has full health and she did not have eyes on Tryndamere. Turret dive going in as Fiora chases down Tryndamere while Fiora puts a lot of good hits on that tower. Very good play by the top tower. Ryze coming up top from mid to try and secure the Fiora kill for top lane, allowing them to push the tower and take it. There it comes. Here comes the stun, and here comes Ryze taking that kill. As he should, seeing as he's down a kill from Orianna. Orianna's coming up mid, seeing that Ryze is up mid. Ryze quickly dashes out of there with Ghost, trying to get away from the more powerful Orianna, due in part to the fact that a lot of Ryze's cooldowns are down and his health is low. Now they'll most likely take this tower, though I'm not sure if that would be entirely beneficial this early on, because it will give Fiora the opportunity to wander a bit between the lanes and assist in mid and bot. There goes the first tower of the game for top lane. Top lane, of course, dominated a bit, though they did have a lot of resistance from Fiora. She actually did a very good job of preventing that preventing any kills for that 2v1 for purple team. But I mean, again, that's just how Fiora is. She's a very difficult champ to lane against. Good, very good dash from Alistar, preventing Darius' death. However, it was not enough, and of course Darius grabbed, but it was not enough to take anyone down. Darius still trying to hang out. Orianna bot now, trying to make plays, trying to get rid of this bot team. Darius, for some reason, tries to engage in a 3v2 with his massively low health compared to the opposing team, and of course is brought down very easily by the Orianna. He focusing hard on bringing on this tower since their top tower has been destroyed. Alistar needs to get out of there, or he is going to be brought down by the Yi and Israel combo. He's trying to get out. I don't think he's going to make it. He does not make it, and Yi picks up yet another kill for a 4-kill winning streak. No one's even 9 yet. We already have 2 towers down. So while top lane did win, the more important bot lane has lost their lane, which is rough for the AD carry and support. Blue team coming in, trying to get rid of this Yi spree, getting that extra damage. Tryndamere picking up the kill, following up with chasing Yi, a very low mana Israel down. Tryndamere doing what he can to catch the Israel, but he's not going to have enough unless he does decide to turret dive, which he does because he does indeed have his ultimate. Undying Rage procs. It's not going to be enough because Undying Rage is going to run out before he can go back in there and try to get the Israel kill, but he cannot because of the tower. Fiora able. Wow. Shyvana able to still take red and finish off Fiora with. Oh wow. Never mind. Wow. What was I thinking? Fiora able to take red and finish off Shyvana without too much effort. A little knock back and forth between Orianna and Ryze results in Ryze flashing out because of the ignite, not wanting to die again to Orianna and give Orianna that extra. Oh, not ignite. He didn't ignite. He ignited. No one ignited. What was I thinking? But anyway, wanting to flash out, not wanting to give Orianna another kill. Ryze getting his stun off, but Orianna is quick with the shield, not allowing Ryze to get that kill on her. Now, we do have no wards in this bush, so Tryndamere has been able to come out and go after this Orianna without any opposition whatsoever. Orianna is able to pop her slow, but it is not enough to prevent Tryndamere from bringing her down. Here comes Shyvana trying to make something happen with this middle lane. Now that Orianna's dead, Shyvana's most likely going to hang out and try to hold this lane, get some farms, and she is still only 5, which surprises me because Shyvana is actually a really fast jungler and usually gets those levels up fairly quickly. But she has been very active with trying to gank before she has her dragon. Now she did just hit 6, she does have her dragon, so she might try something here against Ryze. Unfortunately, I don't think Ryze notices that she is 6 and does have her dragon, so he is attempting to poke Orianna a little bit. Purple team Fiora taking some damage. Purple team coming in with another gank from Tryndamere, an attempt to try and take down this Ryze. Undying Rage procs. And wow, Tryndamere just barely gets out in time. But unfortunately, there is Orianna to try and take out Tryndamere. Tryndamere is running as far as he can. Orianna popping her speed buff to try and try and get herself there so she can take out Tryndamere, knowing that his ultimate is, or knowing that his Undying Range ultimate is down. Another back and forth from another Fiora and Fiora back and forth. Purple Fiora obviously taking the win. And Shyvana died. Did Fiora get that kill too? I think she did. I think Fiora took out Shyvana again as well. Which is surprising seeing as Shyvana had her dragon. No, actually, she was laying dead as a dragon, so she definitely used dragon, and Fiora was still able to take her down. Yi popping his ultimate in order to catch up to Alistar and brings him down with ease. Fiora and Ryze still back in mid lane. Orianna throwing out her little ball to try and poke Ryze as much as she can to get him out of her lane so she can farm and of course take his tower and prevent him from farming as well. Also opening it up for any ganks that may come. This is what I meant by taking those towers early allows those bot and top lanes and middle lane, if middle lane tower is taken early, to roam, which can cause problems for whichever team they can cause problems for, basically. And in this point, it seems to be both teams are suffering a bit from those early tower kills because it allows everyone to roam. Because another Tryndamere coming in, missing his spin but landing his chicken. Slowing Orianna, forcing her to back off to the tower, which gives Alistar time to come in. And again, that presence is king. That presence is what makes the enemy run away. Shyvana bot lane, trying to make plays against this Alistar, against Darius and Yi. Unfortunately, Shyvana is owned quite quickly. Orianna popping the quick.
Too slow.
Ooh, Tryndamere getting a lot of aggression from Fiora as he tries to get out of there. He flashes away, spins away. Fiora flashes up to him. Fiora might ult, trying to get the kill. Oh, but there's Alistar to save the day. Fiora taking a few turret hits, but Orianna is quick for the shield, preventing Alistar and Tryndamere in an attempt to try and take Fiora down, which would have been silly anyway, seeing as 4 of the 5 team members were there. Or no, all 5 team members were there now. With Shyvana coming in. Fiora flashing, or jumping in, trying to take out. The turret goes down, and it is not enough to bring down Yi. Both teams are here, other than Tryndamere, who is coming back from having to back because of the massive amount of damage he took from Fiora. Unless he died, I don't remember. Man. There's a lot of stuff you gotta remember. Ryze taking some turret hits and forced to flash out. Less TV killed by the King. Fiora trying for another B bait, but I don't think it's gonna work. Is she actually gonna go ahead and beat? No, she doesn't. Good grab from Darius, but it doesn't make anything happen. Here we go. Team play kicking off. Shyvana coming in. Alistar having to force his way out. Getting killed by Fiora's ult. Fiora also taking, opposing Fiora taking out Yi. Shyvana taking out Darius. And the opposing Fiora also double killing Shyvana. And triple killing Orianna. But Israel is able to come in and take down Fiora. That was really stupid of blue team's Fiora to come in there and try and take out Ryze. Especially with her health being so low and the turret being right there. Ryze was able to make quick work of the enemy team Fiora. Fiora's big mistake, actually. Minions doing their thing. Go minions, go. Purple minions, go. Oh, here comes the teleport coming in from Alistar to go ahead and help push this lane and possibly take this tower. Though Israel is coming up. Again, absolutely no ward coverage from either team, so Alistar was not able to really do anything because Israel showed up unbeknownst to him. He also comes and Alistar flashes away. I mean, preventing Yi from landing his Q. Here comes the rest of the purple team. Darius coming up, missing his both of his abilities. I never played Darius, so I'm not sure which W, E, Q, whatever they are. But he missed his grab and his spin on Israel. And Yi defending his tower. There we go. Yi putting in some damage, doing a heavy amount of damage to Darius. But the end, wow, very well played by Yi. Here comes to meditate, hopefully trying to get them to take some turret damage before he comes back. But it is not enough. The slam dunk takes down Darius, but Yi is able to secure a kill on Alistar by sitting there and waiting and meditating, absorbing whatever damage they can put on them while they focus the tower, allowing Alistar to take the tower and tank the turret damage, thus getting him low enough that Yi can come in, hit his Q, get his auto attacks in, hit his E, and take down Alistar with the turret kill, even though he was dead. Tryndamere trying to make a play on Shyvana, but unfortunately Tryndamere is way too low, and there's Orianna just waiting for Tryndamere to come over, and of course Shyvana is most likely going to he pops Undying Rage. Orianna chasing down Tryndamere, Tryndamere trying to escape. Purple team Fiora catching a little bit of farm. Ryze going up against this Shyvana, Fiora. Fiora pops her ultimate on Ryze, but it wasn't quite enough to take him down. Very good ghost by Ryze. That was a good play. Alistar has 3 people in his jungle and is unaware of these things. There's Darius taking a lot of hits from Israel as Shyvana runs in. Darius is trying to escape and is able to make it out before anyone can make any big plays against him. Alistar also coming in to support his buddy, so he does not. No one takes any kills from that little back and forth. Blue Fiora bot, making sure that her minions can push as hard as they can. Very large minion wave that should do a sizable amount of damage to the purple team. tower. There's Shyvana popping an ultimate, trying to bring down Fiora, and he does. Yi taking the kill with the strong assist from Shyvana. This Yi is very fed. He's quite the force to be reckoned with. Fiora coming up against a 3v1 versus Tryndamere. And Tryndamere takes the kill on Fiora, though Fiora did put quite a beating on Darius and Tryndamere. Shyvana dropping her W, putting in a good amount of doing what she does best, farming up those minions, making sure she pushes that tower. This will most likely be the third tower down from the
Purple team's turret has been
from the blue team.
destroyed.
Alistar doing what he can to keep Israel at his tower, preventing him from being able to push it up to their tower, knowing that they just lost one. He does not want. There's Fiora, Yi coming in with his Q. There's Shyvana right there trying to stop Alistar, but Orianna is coming up with her ball and takes down Alistar. Ryzen, why would Darius do this? Darius coming in and basically just giving a kill to the blue team, while Ryze continues up towards the tower, and Tryndamere farming a little bit, letting him kill his tower. No big deal. We didn't like that tower anyway.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Shyvana popping her ultimate, trying to catch Trynd, but Trynd is able to get away with his little spinny spin. Ryze popping his shield and ultimate, trying to take down Shyvana, trying to keep Tryndamere alive. Tryndamere's Undying Rays is popped, running, but is brought down by Orianna. With the assist from the rest of the team. Alright.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Good backdoor by Fiora. So she definitely killed Shyvana. She might be able to make something out of this, as Israel is very squishy, and Orianna is also very squishy. But here comes Yi. There's the kill from Fiora onto Israel. Here comes the ult to take out Orianna. Hopefully she can make a play, but unfortunately Yi is just too strong, and Fiora is not able to take down the other two. Very, very good play by Yi showing up there. Blue team, Fiora, and Alistar battling over Dragon, but here comes OP to hopefully try and stop them. Okay, I can see why they did that. The purple team got Dragon, very good. Alistar getting Fiora out of the fight, making sure that she can't try to steal Dragon from them. Though, with three of them there, they may have been able to get the kill, but a good play nonetheless. Good, very fantastic save by Alistar, preventing Ryze's death, getting Yi out of there. Man, Alistar arrived at the perfect time. Here's Alistar again, trying to keep that turret, or trying to keep the creeps away from their, wow. Okay, never mind, both their turrets, you know. Alistar just doing damage. Doing support iron. So Darius versus Orianna, versus Fiora, but he is brought down very quickly, using his ult to try and bring her low enough to be able to take her down. Tryndamere coming in and cleaning up Darius' mess by finishing off Fiora. Darius and Alistar in the jungle against Yi, the entire team now. Tryndamere attempting the B. Israel is slow. Israel will be brought down by Alistar. Tryndamere jumping across there, but Orianna is able to pick up the kill on Alistar, and Fiora is able to kill Yi with the tower dive. Purple team Fiora also very strong, doing a lot of good plays, really wreaking havoc on this blue team because of how powerful Shyvana is. Ryze waiting there for the stun. There's the stun. There's the kill on Orianna by Fiora with the very good assist from Ryze. Shyvana forced to back into her tower lest she be killed by the purple team. Ooh, very strong dragon punch there, bringing Fiora down low enough to the point where Fiora cannot attempt a turret dive without dying for sure. Here comes the Israel ult doing quite a bit of damage to Fiora, but not enough to do it because, again, Israel is AD, and his ultimate actually does not do that much damage as an AD. Shyvana and Fiora putting some poke onto the enemy Ryze and Darius. Fiora over here picking up blue in order to maintain her presence. And of course she does have quite a bit of lifesteal, so she's able to reach a level back. Darius brought down by Shyvana. Yi really chasing down Alistar as much as he can, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Yi may fall here to Alistar. Nope, Yi pops his meditate, allowing him to live and Alistar to run. However, Fiora is able to come and take out Israel, and of course push this mid lane back into their tower. Wow. Ignite onto Shyvana. There will be a turret dive. Tryndamere does take out Shyvana with pretty decent lead. Ooh. Oh, that Tryndamere takes out Yi, and his Undying Rage is popped, and he makes it out just in time to not be killed by the blue team turret. And this will be the next turret brought down by purple team. Very good. They're pushing these objectives. They're not just running around trying to, kill whoever the fuck pops up first. Now, Dragon is gone, so there isn't much purple team can do right now other than pretty much farm, unless they try to go for Dragon. But given that most of them are low, well, they could go for a Baron, but I don't think that would be incredibly wise right now, seeing as the only person is Yi and he's about to come up. Fiora going ahead and being Fiora coming up, Ryze seeing Fiora, popping his shit on him as quickly as possible, but Fiora's damage is way too high, so Ryze is forced to stun and back out. Here comes the ult onto Ryze. Ryze is ignited and will most likely die, but Darius is here to hopefully clean up Ryze's mess. And there's the kill on Fiora from Darius. Good play by Darius. Here's Tryndamere. Oh, here comes Darius versus 2. And unfortunately, no, versus 3. Darius is not able to make a play there and does fall quite easily to the 3v1 to Shyvana. Tryndamere not able to catch up to Israel in time and backs out. Also not knowing where the rest of the team is, figured it was best to just run out. Here comes the ultimate onto Yi, and the kill onto Yi during the meditate. Very well played by Fiora, stopping that very, very fed Yi from doing any more damage for the next 36 seconds as they try to hopefully push more objectives and farm just a bit more and stop these fucking creep waves from coming in and taking out more of their towers. Wow, 834 kills. That seemed higher, but still, that was impressive. Alright, rest of the team alive and coming back down mid along. Ooh, blue team going through their jungle, picking up this Wraith farm. Which actually, if you didn't know, if you read the tooltip on the Wraiths, it says they lifesteal, but they don't actually lifesteal. They do in Twisted Treeline, which has surprised many of the Summoner's Rift players. Holy shit, they lifesteal. They're running over here checking Dragon, seeing if he's up. He's not. They would have known that if they would fucking use goddamn fucking. People really underestimate how important wards are. They really do. That would prevent that entire waste of time running in there checking on it. So purple team making a big push towards mid. Two of them there. There's Fiora there. Watching just in case something kicks off, she can jump in with the ultimate, do a ton of damage, and of course get her auto attacks off. Wow.
Shut down.
Tryndamere taking out Yi, which is very impressive, seeing as Yi is incredibly fed. Here comes Alistar on what seems to be a lagged out Fiora. Purple team Fiora to come in and finish off the blue team Fiora. Here comes Darius with the grab, and of course the Fiora double kill because she is incredibly strong and incredibly fed right now. She is the wrecking ball this team needs to win this game. Here comes Fiora, just completely ignoring Shyvana in the tower, going after Israel because she knows he is a very squishy target. But Fiora falls to Darius' slam dunk. Fiora continues to tower dive, but backs out at the last minute. And there's the surrender. Very well played, purple team. This was actually a very good match. Both teams were actually playing very well. But Fiora's dominance over all of the lanes and the opposing team was allowing the purple team to push objectives and get the kills that they needed to make those objectives easier to take. Now, as far as I'm concerned, the MVP for this match is definitely Orianna. I understand that he had more kills and played, or not MVP, overall the MVP is Fiora. Amazing plays from Fiora. Tryndamere also did very, very, very well. But seeing as blue team is on the left side, and I like to start on the left, I'm going to go through blue team first. The opposing team, Fiora, did okay. She did really well top lane, preventing them from getting any kills on her until that tower was taken down, or until Ryze went up mid and they went up from mid to top to take that tower. She did a very good job at that 2v1. So I got to give her props for that. She did very well in a 2v1 versus another Fiora and Tryndamere with his Undying range. Unfortunately, Tryndamere is never used at all. As you can see, he got kited quite a bit, which prevented a lot of kills that he could have had if he was able to catch up to these enemies. He has, I mean, he can slow, but it's very easy to kite Tryndamere. But anyway, Fiora did very good top lane versus the 2v1. Unfortunately, wasn't able to really pull too much else out for the rest of the match, though she did have very good presence and got very solid kills on the opposing purple team. She did well. Shyvana, a few good kills, did pretty decent. As far as jungling goes, she really couldn't do much jungling. That's the one thing about being a jungler, especially in this match where the bot lane and top lane tower both went down very quickly, very early on, which pretty much eliminated any real jungling that Shyvana could have done for her team in this match. So instead, it looks like as if she tried to build more tanky so she could tank for her team, which she did pretty well, but unfortunately she wasn't really able to get too many kills or assists or really farm that much to be really useful this match. Though she did, I mean, like I said, she did have some good plays and did pretty decent overall, but as far as this match goes, she didn't really have much presence and really wasn't really that useful to blue team. Yi, of course, dominating the match with that epic feed at the beginning with the double kill on, I think it was on Darius and Alistar, really dominating bottom lane, which allowed for bottom lane to, which allowed for bottom lane to also kill their tower when top lane destroyed their tower. And of course from Orianna going mid and helping out. Orianna, definitely the MVP for blue, just because the amount of her shields she's throwing out. She played a support role without actually being support. You know what I mean? She was a mid. She carried like 6 and 4. She definitely carried while playing a very powerful support, and of course dominating the entire game with her 168 CS, only slightly more CS than Fiora, but she definitely MVP for blue. Israel was really bad this match. He didn't die very much, which was good, but 1 kill, 4 deaths, 11 assists. He definitely got a lot of assists. It definitely helped the blue team out a bit, but he was way too passive. To me, it kind of seemed like seeing this is his normal blind, most likely a free champ. Hey, I want to try out Israel, that kind of thing. Didn't do too bad. He definitely looked like an experienced player, but something that I particularly like to do whenever I'm playing a free champion that I've never really played before, and I do normal blind, I like to go, balls deep all the time. Free champ, never played him. I want to see what this guy can do. I want to test my limits, shit like that. Really seeing what your champion can do, especially if you've never played them before. Maybe this guy takes a different approach. That's fine, to each their own. But unfortunately, Israel, being so passive this round or this match, wasn't able to do too much for his team. So as far as blue team is concerned, the game was really carried very heavily by Yi and Orianna, with the help coming from the other 3 team members, Fiora, Shyvana, and the very passive Israel. Though Shyvana wasn't able to really do what Shyvana does best and really farm, build those items, and just push the shit out of towers and gank fools and basically trap them with her dragon. Which, again, unfortunately, she wasn't really able to do. Now, on the purple team, Alistar did a really good job. 1 kill, 7 deaths, 9 assists. That's perfect. That's good. That's pretty good for a support. He was there more often than not exactly when the enemy team needed him, especially when he knocked that Fiora out of dragon, making sure that Fiora could not steal their dragon, when he saved Rise mid lane against against Yi, getting Yi out of there, allowing Rise to escape. He did a really good job as support Alistar. Did an excellent job support Alistar. Though he did fall to that double kill against Yi early on in the game, shit happens, you know? Shit happens. Obviously that Yi is experienced at being Yi and did a really good job. I'm not calling Alistar MVP just because Fiora did such a phenomenal job at really bringing down the house as far as winning this match for Purple Team. Rise did pretty good. Again, fairly passive. Wasn't too much he was able to do because of the damage output of Fiora and Yi, and dealing with Shyvana and her dragon, and the decent amount of poke that she has. Especially if Shyvana is able to close the gap onto enemies, she can do a lot of melee damage very quickly early on. So while Rise did well, was kind of forced to play kind of passive because of the enemy team comp. Darius did decent. He got ganked a lot. Like there was a lot of like 1v4s, 1v3s, you know, that he probably shouldn't have run into, but he did anyway. I don't know. I call that the Darius complex. I'm Darius. Fuck this. That's so Darius. Whatever. But you know, he did what he could. 7 assists, though he did feed a lot compared to the rest of the team. But again, it was kind of a strange matchup, especially since he wasn't top, and Darius really dominates top. He's decent bot lane, but he's not a carry. He's not an AD carry. He's a bruiser. As you can see from the mallet there, trying to build a little bit tanky so he can tank for his team. Tryndamere did an excellent job. 10 kills, 2 deaths. I would have named him MVP, but he was kited so often by everybody. He wasn't really able to do much as far as secure kills for the team. He did do well, 130 CS. He played very well. Got a lot of really good kills, a lot of good turret dives, taking out a lot of, counting on that Undying Rage for those turret dives to make sure that he can get those kills and get people out of his lane or the opposing team's lane, depending on, you know, his positioning. And of course, Fiora dominating the game, as Fiora does when she gets fed. Very well played by Fiora. Very good player. Did a really good job at ensuring that she was where she needed to be when the time had come. Though she did die 3 times, she still did better overall than Blue Team's hyper carry, which was Yi with 10 kills and 7 deaths and 7 assists. So yeah, very good game overall. I really could not tell where it was going. For a little bit, I was kind of leaning more towards Blue side, just because they had more towers than Purple did for a while. But then Purple really came together and really pushed that lane and dominated this bot lane right here. I think this last play right here is what went ahead and forced the surrender for Blue Team. So I've been Lanolin. Thank you guys for joining me. I will see you guys in the next shoutcast. Bye.